Caitlin.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hi, YouTube. Hey, final episode of the night. We're jumping right into it. Literally, the Arcane episodes just dropped a little while ago. So we're super excited to jump into it and finish it all off in one night. Try and see what's coming up, right? If you guys like psychology, come and join us, talk about it. You guys know I'm here. I'm a huge Arcane fan. And especially, please, I keep asking this, if this goes up in the League of Legends Reddit or the Arcane Reddit, can someone teach me how to play League? Please. I'm going to keep throwing this out there for wherever it goes into, as I'm definitely trying to learn. But I really do need someone that's a little patient with me, just because work and life can make me not have as much time. Regardless, every Sunday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we will be doing Arcane, ladies and gentlemen. Every Sunday is Arcane Sunday. So I hope that you come by and you join us, so that way we're able to go in deep and we're able to go ahead and absolutely analyze anything and everything that's here to analyze, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, let's run right into it. We're gonna have to mute the OP though. That's the unfortunate part. Oh. Can you guys believe that I used to spend like an hour plus analyzing just this record spin? Because I was like, oh wow, look at the symbolism behind this. I'm so glad we got that done and over with, because now I don't feel the need to like sit here and talk for like over an hour about just a record spinning. Yeah, I was I'm so glad that we knocked that out in the first season and the symbolism behind it. Oh, okay, now we're getting...
But remember, you're a Kiraman.
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer, and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
The rise of industry and the fissions has led to the air becoming increasingly toxic.
Oh
They call it the
no.
Grey. I've instructed our architects to devise a ventilation system. The people of the underground deserve to breathe.
But yet she's using that same system and taking away their ability to breathe. Her mom was using that as an ability to go ahead and allow at least a little bit of that. Whoa. Whoa. What is she threatening right now? Literally the yellow for people. She's breaking people down to the base needs. Literally. She's breaking people down to the base needs. Just a little war crime. Dude, that's terrifying. Because for me, this is saying that she probably won't stop at nothing. This is a literal gut punch. I'm not even going to lie. This is a gut punch. And I feel like this is just absolutely going to push people away from her. The more that she keeps like striking down. She was somebody that was over here going for self-esteem and confidence and achievement and morality. She was in the self-actualization aspects of thinking. And she has broken down all the way down to the yellow, where she wants people to suffer. Wow. 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 So does that make her any better than Jinx? If this is being spread out and people are breathing this and dying, like a lot of people are breathing this and dying, does this make her any better than Jinx? Considering that a lot of, like, there's kids and there's stuff down there, right? At least when Jinx targeted people, it was always like the officials and stuff in there. They're not people, they're animals, right? Right. And that's the mentality that she keeps bringing up. They're not people, they're animals. Last time I checked, there were still people. But, worse. Jinx attacked the council only. True. But she's letting this all out on the people. Wow. And the thing with this is, Vi is an accomplice in all of this. Vi is an accomplice in all of this. Literally, Vi is going against her own people here by releasing this gas on them. At least Jinx is hot. Oh yeah, Vi is definitely an accomplice. Oh, but they're all hot, so it's okay. The first step is to establish the outgroup as subhuman. Yeah, and what have they done, right? What have they done to establish the others? Like anyone in Zon, they've instantly established them as they're animals. They're animals. Wait. Okay, if they're animals, then is Vi an animal? If they're animals, then is Vi an animal? Okay. If you're saying that people from under the city are animals, ooh. Ooh. Wow. Oh, brother. She really went through and made dolls of them all. Oh, no. But I mean, what do you expect from her? What do you expect from Jinx, right? Whose only form of expression when it comes to situations like this is her dolls. Jinx still retains that doll-like formation because of her trauma as a kid, right? Llama, just petty. Let's be real. This is why she communicates, and this is why she anthropomorphizes. If you guys notice, in season 1, Jinx would anthropomorphize and literally bring up and talk to the dolls, right? Because it was easier for her to go ahead and vent out her emotions this way. In the same way, it's probably easier for her to go ahead and do this to showcase her feelings. No, that's already into the intro. Oh, no. All right. Intro muted, guys. That was quick. Dum, 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 dum. I'm going to ask a question, and I don't want it to come off dirty. You know, I don't want this question to come off with any other remarks. How clean do you guys think the people of the Undercity are? Like, in terms of actually being able to properly take care of themselves, hygienically speaking. And chat goes silent. Do they even have clean water? Right. Right. And hygiene, absolutely filthy. Probably not very considering water quality. Yeah. Considering the air itself is dirty. Yeah, what is clean? Depends on who has control of the clean/best water. This is a painting, though. Like, every single one of these frames is like a painting. It's beautiful. You're the greatest. But once you turn to hate. So I'm assuming that we're going to get more Mel and more other characters probably in future episodes, right? Because we only saw Mel really in episode 1, and then it's just really cemented on in more into like the Jinx storyline. Yeah, right. I love that the lyrics stop exactly there with spare the sympathy with Kate. So, oh. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, final episode, Arcane of Arc 1, Arcane Season 2, Episode 3, Deep Analysis. Let's go.
Thanks. I thought I was a goner.
Your smeeches, man.
Was. Not anymore.
Absolutely was, Strawberry.
I decided it was time for me to retire.
Looks more like someone decided to retire you.
Yeah, well, timing was never my strong. Ow, sorry. It's the gray. It gives me that.
Tell us how you wound up here.
Hey, wait.
Whoa. And Kate isn't? Literally, Kate just pulls it. Wow. And Kate just instantly powers up her gun and is ready to take him out. What state of mind is Kate in, if she's even in any state of mind? She's just ready to go ahead and get her revenge. But in that process, you're going to have to build 2 graves. Yeah, Kate's stooping to new lows every minute.
Even for her, she's got a real fire lit under her ass. She's planning something big right here in Pipeworks.
It's a pretty big place down here.
She was headed towards the old tunnels. Something about rerouting the vents.
Is she gonna push the gas upward to Piltover? Is she gonna do Kate's plan against her? Is she literally just about to go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm gonna send off all this gas, probably knowing Jinx, like more like paint or random things up there, and be like, Uno reverse. You use this system against us. I'm gonna Uno reverse this back into you. No, you fell for my trap card. Jinx about to do the funniest thing. I can see that though. Like if you think about it, right? Jinx what a way to go ahead and showcase, like, hey, you're doing this to us. You're really harming us.
This is it then. Cuff him.
Hi! I told you everything I know!
You're a confessed criminal. You'll spend your retirement in a cell. Check your gear. This is what we've trained for.
Wow.
Get a minute.
And even then, that was like a sign of hesitation. Vi asking for a minute, and she still kind of hesitates. Vi, this relationship is ending. This relationship is gonna end. This relationship is going to end. And I know what you guys might be thinking, Ed, how can you say that? Let's talk about that. One of my big theses was actually on relationship recovery time and relationship dissolution and self-perceived recovery time, which talked about why we break up and how long it takes us to heal, right? So let's go ahead and talk about this. This is Raleigh and Duck's model from 2006, and they listed some of the most common ways for dissolutions, right? Both partners are dissatisfied with the relationship. When they are unable to stand it anymore, they cross the boundaries and thresholds of opinions. The thresholds are starting to say, I can't stand it anymore. Physically, emotionally, psychologically, one of these boundaries has to be reached. The Didact phase. Unhappiness is out in the open. Confrontation may occur. Interventions such as counseling may take place usually at this point. If they fail, the next point is, I would be justified in leaving. Oh, I'm justified in leaving because of this. Social phase. Are you guys ready? I know. Where you guys are getting brand new aspects and things. Relationship problems are aired publicly. People can tell that something's wrong. And the couples tell their own friends and families of the relationship, and they may take side. By this point, the split is inevitable, usually threshing into, I mean it. This relationship is done. Okay, here we go. Grave dressing phase. No threshold for this occurring after split up. Each person markets their own version of the events that causes it for others to convey a good image. This is why you're a villain in somebody else's story, no matter what, right? Last one. Each resurrection involves each person reviewing the relationship and what has been learned and how a new relationship would be different in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going through these phases. And I think we're going through the phases where we're crossing boundaries. We're crossing boundaries. And I do wonder if it's going to be a big relationship dissolution leading all the way into maybe even just them splitting altogether, something grave or drastic happening, splitting altogether, and then at a resurrection phase happening in the future. I've never seen that one before. Yeah, a lot of people don't really know a lot about attachment and dissolutions, but that's just due because whenever it comes to the psychology of relationships, unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that go into it, right? There's a lot of people that go into just general attachments, but not dissolution, right? And that's the main aspect of that. What do you think? Who do you think is going to cross? Kate. I think Kate is going to cross the boundary. I think Kate is pushing all the boundaries right now to try and feel something, to try and do something, because for her it's easier to go ahead and feel and or do something. No, let me pull this up. What is she doing? Guys, these are defense mechanisms. What is she doing? What is she doing? What is Kate doing specifically? Kate currently has the most power between both of them. So there's a power dynamic imbalance. Kate is on top, as someone in a position of power. Displacement, expressing feelings that would be threatening if directed at the real target onto a less threatening target. Yeah, absolutely. She's pushing this onto others, right? Onto everybody else that needs to be. Oh, her real target is Jinx, so she's gonna punish everyone and anything in between her and Jinx. Compensating, trying to make up for areas which a lack is perceived of by becoming superior in other areas. Absolutely. Identification, trying to become like someone else to deal with one's anxiety, right? Via her mom. She's trying to go ahead and fill in those shoes. She's trying to be like her mom and compensate for the shoes that were left behind. That's what I'm talking about. Whenever we look at Kate, we're looking at someone that is, that is on the verge of something scary, guys. That's what we're looking at.
Your first request for an audience was uninteresting. The second, inappropriate for someone of your station. The third, plain annoying. People have lost their heads for less. So tell me, Amara, what does a member of Piltover's Merchant Guild want from me?
I'm not here representing the guild. I've come here to settle a debt.
Oh?
My bookkeeper is down the hall.
What you've stolen is more precious than any gold.
What?
Did you truly believe Piltover was beyond
What?
our reach?
A black rose? Wait. Is this some sort of like Assassin's Guild or something?
My son is dead. Is that not enough to sate your bloodlust?
I haven't insulted your intelligence, Ambessa. Do not insult mine.
Yeah.
We
La
know
Rosa
what you're
Negra.
chasing in Piltover. We will not allow it.
Allow?
Thank you. Your visit only confirms my suspicions.
Try to stop me,
Oh.
insolent witch!
You know what? At least she does something about it. Somebody, yeah. At least she does something about it. At least she's the type of individual that jumps through and actually stabs on through, right? Than rather like, hey, let's go ahead and do a talk no jutsu for the next 4 hours. It's like, okay, well, cool. You're dead.
My death means nothing. You should have given up the feud.
You have no inkling what family is to me.
Oh, that's fear in your eyes.
Triple the guard. This will have consequences. We need control now.
Solo isn't ready.
We knew it, man. We knew it. We knew it. Since way back in season 1, we had been talking about the suspicious nature of them coming through and the aspects of power and control and all the elements that they were trying to come through. I'm best so scared, though.
It's time we involve Mel.
No. We must distance ourselves. She's safer as our enemy. I'll handle Salo.
Her disappearance won't go unnoticed for long.
It's worse than that.
Scared and power hungry, yeah? Because Piltover has a lot to offer.
I think we should cut the others loose. Listen, if that Henoch idiot is telling the truth, Jinx is gonna have surprises in store for us.
All the more reason to bring backup.
She'll smell their nerves a mile away and find a way to use them against us. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't let her get away again. Are you sure you're
My
ready?
sister is gone. There's only Jinx now. It has to end. I'm so sorry about your mother. I'm sorry I can't bring her back, but please, just... Everyone in my life has changed. Promise me you won't change.
Red flag. Red flag. We're into a negotiation change. Vi is noticing the changes that are happening, and she's already trying to go ahead and get this, like, you know, aspect of self, trying to get that reaffirmation that no one's going to change, but you're already noticing the changes, hence why you're asking these questions. If these questions weren't coming to be, right, if you weren't noticing these weird changes that are happening, you wouldn't be asking them. If this was beforehand, I would have said, you know what, she's trying to go ahead and prep and make sure that she lays down her boundaries. But the fact that she's already asked, ooh, yeah, Kate has already changed. Oh no, she kisses an animal. Kate's own words. She's kissing an animal, guys. It's just for Kate. Is this considered like sympathy for an animal, or is it just considered like bestiality? Kate's own words, not mine. Kate calls him animals, so on-screen kiss. Just saying, like in a situation like this, what is that connection that they have with one another, right? We know that they have this deeper level of connection, but have they formalized anything? No, she's the type of person who sees Vi as different people when she comes from animals. Situationship. Yeah, I would think so, right? If you were in Vi's shoes, would you trust Kate? I wouldn't. I think at this point in time, yes, she did kiss you. Yes, she did go through all of this. Wow. Jimmy Two Thumbs, thanks so much for the follow. Would you guys trust Kate? I don't know. The more that this is coming through, the more I'm like, I feel like the changes have already happened, and I think it's better for us to remove ourselves from this situation and let another team go through and handle it than you let yourself be at the prime element of someone that took away your mom's life. Are you really going to act with justice and with like all the calm in the world to go ahead and do it, right? It's the same as Jace with Victor last season, right? The kiss and the promise seems disingenuous on Kate's part, to be honest. Right. instead of sitting down and like, actually having a conversation about it, it felt a lot more as the kiss to try and go ahead and calm what was really happening than it is to go ahead and affirm it, right? I'm predicting alligator hat. What? Hey, yo. Is that a cute furry? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a cute furry? Hold on. They're also animals. Yes. I was about to say she's kind of cute. Dang. But dang. Damn, we all have one brain cell in here. They're called Vastaya. Okay. Okay. It's a Khajiit.
Out.
Oh, but she's beautiful. Like, she's absolutely beautiful. Dang.
You realize how easy it was for me to track you down here?
Well, I do own the place.
It's enough work propping you up without you dulling what few wits are left rattling around in there.
If you propped as well as you prod, maybe I'd have better uses for my time than sitting around waiting for an update on Princess Kiraman's underground escapades. She's gotten no closer to Jinx, but that doesn't seem to steal the stars from anyone's eyes.
Perhaps if you hadn't let a child overpower you in your own chamber.
Fair.
It's not the girl. It's the name. It bewitches people. You should know. Do you really think Mel could have succeeded with it?
Never speak ill of my family.
Oh.
Why are you here?
To sober you up.
Mission accomplished.
It's wild how defensive she gets on family, and I get it. She probably doesn't want to lose another kid. But from that, there's too many players at play here. You got to watch yourself. As the Noxian coming through, if the Noxian takes this by force, now you're going to have Piltover and the Undercity coming after you. If you play a steady game, you might have whatever the Black Rose is literally coming after you and trying to get you out. If you leave, you might have whatever's out there after you literally still chasing you down. There's no escape, so you got to play your cards right, and you got to land yourself in a position of power where you can try and go ahead and integrate certain things, right? The core motivation behind literally every character in the show is grief, because it's one of the greatest motivators out there, right? I hate to put it this way, but at the end of the day, like whenever we're talking about, existentialism or aspects of death, like thanatology, what is a great motivator but death, right? And the concepts of grief that come associated with them. Losing someone is a great motivator. The concepts as to what you'll leave behind, legacy, memes, scenes, so on and so forth. Wow. We're in an era where all of these councilmen, all of these individuals are trying to leave something behind. But what will that be? Something good or something horrible?
It's time. Rally every house and family with even a modicum of influence. Can you manage that?
Wait, for certain? Yes, of course. Whatever you need.
There is another matter concerning your guild merchant, Amara.
Very theatrical. Very good. Hey!
Good to see you again, Lest.
I'm out. Keeping an eye on a counselor with peculiar tastes doesn't rattle me. But that woman...
You met my mother. What did she want?
I don't know. They kicked me out before I could hear any of it.
We both know you heard every word.
I'm sorry, but I really can't.
Lest, this is vitally important. I need to know.
Oh.
This was never about Sallow. You're using me to get to her. And then what? You take what you need, hang me out to dry? I'm expendable?
No, no one is expendable. That's what this is all about. Everything with my mother is a calculated risk. I'd love to promise your safety, but I can't make any assurances other than this. If my mother gets what she wants, the whole city will suffer.
Right.
And right now, you're the only one who can stand in her way.
They're setting up some big announcement. All the who's who, aiming to take over and put Sallow in the hot seat, but we know who's really pulling the strings. I caught a name, Amara. I don't know what you make of that. Here, brand new cocktail, all the rage.
Hey,
It's
yo.
made with shimmer, leaves traces on the body. That should be all you need to shut Sallow down.
Thank you.
For what it's worth, dangerous as she is, your mother was spooked.
Based. Absolutely based. In case you guys don't know, who are some of the original, or some of the quickest ways to gather information, or some of the individuals that would often overhear anything and everything is sort of like the first therapist, psychologist, individuals, counselors per se. And don't say furries. Yeah. So bartenders, people that work the night, ladies of the night, theater people as well. There were some of the most common individuals, right? Dancers, so on and so forth, entertainers. Some of the most common individuals that would go out there and gather information because people would open up to them. Because people wouldn't think that they're smart enough to go ahead and comprehend some of the words and ideologies and stuff that was coming out for them. So whenever you have individuals like this that are able to go ahead and gather so much information, be able to go ahead and use it, that's powerful. That's awesome to go ahead and see a character like this.
Could smell it. Like a cat backed into a corner.
It is, Mickey.
Victor hypothesized that there may be something he called wild runes. Patterns that would occur naturally where the border between our world and the Arcane is thin.
Runes like the ones you use in Hextech. What's the difference between those and wild runes?
Pass me a tome. So I used words you understood in order to elicit your action. This is what Hextech runes are. Pass me a tome. Pass me a tome. There, you sighed. Still a kind of language. A sound, but not words. Something raw, natural. That's wild runes. Most places the Arcane is dormant, but here and there, it's more active, and wild runes are...
Sort of like its fingerprints.
Right.
Exactly.
So you're telling me that pattern is on my tree because you pissed the Arcane off with all your demands?
That's not what I...
Oh, the lad may be onto something. Every action sparks a reaction.
But it's true. Absolutely true and fair in that, right? At the end of the day, every action causes an equal and opposite reaction. And in a scenario like this, and I think I stated this even earlier, in a scenario like this, you're messing with stuff that you don't fully understand, fully comprehend, right? It's just like, hey, so remember what I told you in season 1? So, in comes in the question. There's not going to be an Arcane season 3, is there? This is probably going to be it. Arcane season 2, the final season or something, yeah. Not like Attack on Titan where they had like 8 different seasons to end it. So in comes in the question, are we going to fully adapt into what the Arcanes, wild Arcanes truly are? Or are we going to be in a society without anything at all?
Buckets.
Do you think this could actually be a result of overuse of Hextech?
I'm guessing.
I've seen miracles spring from the hands of mages many times, but so often they turn to horrors. I'd always presumed it was due to mankind's turbulent relationship with power.
Right.
But perhaps it is a property of the Arcane itself.
We tested our Hextech under every conceivable condition for years. If there's some reaction taking place, how come we've never seen any sign of it until now? And why would it appear on a tree? Deep under ground.
Yeah, I love the three working together. Three good minds. Again, we have like, you know, what it seems to be a human ear and elf ear, both of them reaching out for something. These symbolisms are interesting.
Your source panned out. I've confirmed Sallow met privately with members of several houses today. I should have been first to bring this to you. I promise I wouldn't have missed it. It's just such a bold move, and at this moment, it's...
foolish.
Of course, your mother is anything but a fool. There must be an angle I'm missing.
Did you look into the other matter?
There's a rat's nest of misinformation surrounding your brother's passing. Whomever he crossed knows how to cover their tracks. Moreover, it seems they've managed to strip your mother of most of her holdings.
Huh.
She's desperate, which makes her all the more dangerous.
Right.
What are we going to do?
Summon the apothecary. I'll want his opinion of this. And check in on Amara.
So the foundation with that, right? Motorcycle princess, no worries, no worries. The foundation with this though is quite simple. At the end of the day, if you corner someone enough, it's like a feral animal. They will attack, and the more dangerous that they are, the rougher it's gonna get. Mal summoned, apothecary diary summoned. But from that, past that, the main reaction that's coming from this is, if you know that all your avenues are being cut off and things are coming into light to challenge you, how far and how fast would you move to try and accomplish your goal, even if it ends up being messy? Are you dehumanizing them? Yeah, I'm not calling them animals. I'm saying that, like, you know, individuals can act like feral animals.
This is still part
Wow,
of
I
the
love this show. What the heck?
We must be at least 200 feet below the surface.
The entire structure is a channel, focusing the Hextech energy into a precise beam.
Ooh. And there we have someone again, right? Wow. Oh. It's the drawings are still showcasing, right? The little hearts. Oh no, powder. Oh no. The parents. Wow.
Kate, if you see an opening, take the shot.
Vi?
She drew her hallucinations.
How do you know so much about its design?
Read what I could, deduced what I couldn't. Plus, I didn't think the topside would trust anything that important below the surface.
What is this?
I thought the gemstone mesh was installed above ground.
The mesh is above ground, but we weren't sure what would happen if the gate overloaded, so we installed a failsafe at the base.
So instead of it exploding in your neighborhood,
You decided to go ahead and put it underground because they're all a bunch of animals and it's easier for it to explode, and you justify it being an experiment gone wrong and killing a bunch of animals due to their potentially being terrorists, i.e. Soko and or the rest out there. That's crazy. That's wild, man. That's a wild way of going ahead and saying, hey, whoops, it was an accident. Then it is, wow.
it would blow up in hours.
We're miles from the main fissures.
These are the same utility ducts that carry our water and facilitate our ventilation. And that would explain it affecting the tree.
Inconceivable.
You know, you say we should feel like we're all one. Remember it, Rance. We're the ones that get wet.
What the?
I think you just weren't even thinking. That's just pure ignorance and negligence. I don't know which is worse.
Thanks.
Finally got the name right. Guess there really isn't a crack in the earth where you won't find me.
What is this place?
Don't you remember the old Jana bedtime stories Vander used to tell us? Miners trapped underground, air running thin, but then some wispy wind woman wafts to their rescue.
Oh, is that who that's Jana then? Okay.
Wild, the kind of crap people get up to when you choke them out.
We use the Grey to clear the streets, to keep people safe.
We
We.
never thought my sister would turn
Oof.
Belly.
She's not
Never
wrong
thought
though.
Mine would orphan kids.
Why not? Done it to myself enough. But plastering my face all over so someone else would do your dirty work? Poisoning our air.
Yep. Yep.
You've turned a leaf, sister.
Yep.
I'm done.
That wasn't her mistake. You did that. You did that. You teamed up with Kate. I'm done blaming myself for your mistakes. You did that. What are you doing? I'm done blaming myself for your mistakes. You're the one that came through. She's not wrong. On this one, Jinx is not wrong. How is Jinx the reasonable one in all of this, right? Wow. Wow. The fact that she's actually trying to come through and...
Blaming myself for your mistakes. Done pretending you're my sister. You're not. You killed her. I'm not gonna let you stain her memory anymore.
Then stop me. 'Cause no matter what I do, I just can't seem to die.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Oh. Oh. Got played. Got played. Are we ignoring the dozens of people Jinx killed last season then? No, we're highlighting the fact that Vi clearly and understandably knew what the Grey was doing and decided to use that against her own people as well. Right? And she's trying to go ahead and blame this all or push this as though it's Jinx's responsibility by saying, oh, well, this was like, I'll keep blaming myself for your actions when that was clearly an action of hers. At least Jinx has taken responsibility for a lot of the rough stuff that she's done. And she's very openly says it, like, you know, she did it, like it's happened to me countless times, whatever. At least she's capable of understanding the amount of like harm that she's caused to others, as opposed to Vi quite literally keeps throwing that over and over to Jinx, right? It's just saying that it's your fault. Exactly. Do we know that Vi know what Kate is releasing then? Well, I mean, Jinx just said it. Jinx just said it. You're poisoning our air. Jinx just clearly said it. She's choosing Kate over her own sister. Vi was the one trying to forgive Jinx before. I think that's what Vi means when she says that she's going to stop blaming herself. But that still doesn't justify what she's doing, right? She's choosing the top side over her own people, and she's poisoning the air. And Jinx is clearly stating this out there, like, you know what you're doing. If Jinx has this knowledge, Vi is pretty sure to have this knowledge as well. Oh, Vi was the one to... Yeah. This is good stuff. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think that's whoa. That kind of looks like you guys have been sent into like a paratemporal distortion field, right? The only thing I could imagine if this was a paratemporal distortion field would like be example, like if I touch the camera, right? Like let's say that this was like I don't know, like a wormhole or something, and I would see like endless versions of me, like all in there at the same time, right? With all the distinct possibilities and dimensions and like different aspects all happening at the same time. Like, how powerful is Hextech, and how powerful are Wild Runes, right? Like in a field like this, right? In like a dimensional space like this, this is terrifying. This is terrifying. Ooh. Oh, Sevica, let's go. Let's go. Woo! Literally ripping it apart. Wow. Wow. The endless possibilities. Whoo! Whoo! Wow. Wow. Their weapons are literally glitching. Yeah. Holy crap, we're dealing with whoa. Hold on, I'm not a wizard. I am not a wizard. I am not a wizard. Wow. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Whenever we're talking about this, you were saying literally, so it's cosmic horror. You were stating, I'm so glad that we're watching this live. I'm so glad that we're watching this live. I am so glad that we're watching this live. Could you guys imagine if this was like weeks later or months later or years later? People would be like, you guys are pre-watching. Bro, no, ain't no way. This is wild, dude. Because what this is stating is that there's going to be endless possibilities and endless branches of path. That's what Arcane is. Arcane is ultimately, yeah, Arcane is ultimately an endless versions of possibilities, but it is what you do with those possibilities that makes you who you are, right? There can be an infinite versions of you, but at least if there's versions of you that are willing to do good, you will do good. But what will Jace do? Arcane is everything, everywhere, everyone at once. Woo! Oh! Woo! Right. And she's even glitching out too. First off, amazing shot here. Oh my God. This shot is amazing. Let's highlight this. This shot is absolutely incredible. Real Shimmer versus Hextech, right? Woo! No way. No way. No way. And the symbolism from that, we're finally breaking through, right? The symbolism from that, we're finally breaking through everything, guys. We're breaking through, through the relationships, through the attachments that they have built. Like, whatever was left there, whatever she thought was left there is no longer there. Wow. Wow. Not the middle finger. Wow. Now how are cosplayers gonna do that? Please don't. Please don't chop off your middle fingers, cosplayers. Please don't. She needed those.
Go on. I'm ready. I'm glad it's you. Had to be you.
Whew. And then she's just resigning herself over. This is it. This is it. Jungle diff. She's just resigning herself over as though this is it. It's okay because it brings the full story to a close. But did it? Does it really? Oh. 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 Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Not the kid. They wouldn't. They would?
What are you? Get off me!
Get away from her!
Kate!
Move!
Scram, kid!
Kate! She's a child! Move! She's not getting away again!
Kate.
Kate! What the? Oh no! Oh no! That warning shot, but also that's direct to the brim. That's a gut punch in this relationship. That is literally a gut punch in this relationship. This is over. This is like they're either gonna have to make up in the future, but as of this point in time, you went ahead and shot her? Really? Whoop, there it is. Kate making me mad. But she's fueled by anger. This is the thing. You led someone that is fueled by a bias and like an extreme perspective that's close to what happened. Lead everything through? Wow. Wow.
Move! Kate!
No, this isn't how it's supposed to.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no way. This was the plan all along. Sevika protecting Jinx, yeah. You guys were doing this to... Woo! You guys were doing this to... I predicted it, bro, and I can't believe it, dude. Like, I really can't believe that, like, we're watching all of these together, you know, kind of premiere, and it's like everything's falling in line. The writers are amazing in thinking about all of this, and are really falling in line with the character's psyche. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful way of writing this. Fireworks, baby. You guys were using this on them. Wow. And that's exactly it. Now that looks almost inspiring. Well, yeah, but think about it this way, right? The kids, the younger generations looking at this, they get to go ahead and see a whole different aspect of, like, you can fight back. You can lead certain things well, right? Rainbow joke. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a wonderful way of showcasing this and bringing this back. Jinx, Uno reversed this. Gender reveal parties getting wild. The bad. You guys are crazy. You guys are wild with this.
Kate.
You stopped me.
You were gonna shoot a child.
I had the shot.
You shot me.
What have you missed? I wasn't going to miss.
What's wrong with you?
You weren't going to miss, but yet you missed her earlier on and shot off her finger. What do you mean you weren't going to miss? Can't we? Wow, yeah, she missed more than once.
I keep telling myself that you're different, but you're not. It's her blood in your veins.
Wow.
Then why are you the one acting like her?
I told y'all, relationship dissolution, man. Okay, I wasn't saying the gut punch was literal. What the fuck, Kate? What the fuck? I wasn't saying the gut punch to be literal, but yeah, it was her ult. But what is that, dude? Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Her literally coming through and saying, well, her blood runs through your, like, you know, through your veins. You're nothing but an animal is what she's saying at the end of the day, right? You're nothing but... I was laughing so much at the gut punch. No. Because at the end of the day, that's what she's highlighting. You're nothing but an animal just like everybody else. You were the special ones. I thought you were special. Okay. That's so toxic. And that's such a messed up way of thinking. Like, wow. Wow. The scar she healed thanks to Kate too. Oof. Whew. I thought you were one of the good ones. Fuck, dude. It's a nice parallel to Powder. Yeah, it is. Everything's flipped. And that's the wonderful aspect of this episode, if you think about it. So here's the thing before we continue. Where does Vi stand overall? of this show. It's all duality, and that's the beautiful aspect of this show, Fitty. It's all about duality and the fact that like poetry rhymes. It's not going to repeat itself exactly, but it rhymes enough that we can go ahead and tie in the episodes and be like, da 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 da, like everything that's falling in order. Like wow. Methinks it can only get worse in the next 6 episodes. Oh, 100%. But for Vice specifically, she's not going to be wanted in the Undercity. And in Piltover, she's not going to be wanted either. So where does she fit in? Vi is now the abandoned one. This is...
Alora, what's wrong?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, what the heck?
Thank you all for...
And she's not going to be able to stop this. Get jinxed. Yo, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. Welcome on through. Welcome on through. Yes, she's evil, but I love her. Dude. That's sort of what I was going to say is Jinx evil? Honestly, I don't think so. I think that Jinx is, I mentioned, a product of her society, but I don't think she's evil. I don't think there's really any evil person at this point in time, as all of them are acting based on what the ecology and the sociological factors are pushing them to do. I.e., people in positions of power shouldn't have allowed Kate to take in this responsibility, right? She has murdered hundreds, so at this point we can say probably Vi has as well, right? Who in this show is evil, right? They're doing a lot of things to try and survive and advance their own objectives in that aspects. She has done evil things, but is she evil? I think she was groomed and it's not her fault. She doesn't understand trust. Actually, we talked about that earlier, Get Jinxed. We talked about how her first traumas come from an extremely early age and it's ecological, so she doesn't know what trust is. How can she trust people when her ecology, everything around her says not to trust one another, right? That's a key element through all of that. Hell yeah.
For answering my summons. I've come to trust the expertise of Ambessa Medarda. You no doubt recognize the name. She's just shared with me some very upsetting, but sadly unsurprising news.
Good evening. Yesterday, I met with your guild merchant, Amara. We spoke of rebuilding.
Jinx is literally you cannot.
Restoring this great city to its former glory.
Oh, this is so good.
When 2 Zornite assassins fell upon us. I tried to save her, but the blade pierced her heart. Our families should not need fear an assassin's dagger in the night. It's time to end this. You've given Zorn opportunity after opportunity to repair their wrongs. And how have they answered? Half your council is dead.
Yeah.
Your memorial is made a massacre.
And Kate's gonna be all for it. Oh, Kate.
No more.
Oh, Kate, we have issues.
Wrath
we have
must be
issues.
met with wrath.
No, that's the thing is, if you meet anything with wrath, you're gonna have to build two big burial sites, one for you and one for the person as well, right? Here's the thing, you do this, you're gonna end up shooting yourself in the foot, right? Oh, I know, Kate is going down a dark path, but this is because of grief, right? We can attest this to her having grief mind. Kate is in full grief mind and literally easily being manipulated by everyone around her. Now, when we talk about Ambessa here, Ambessa is easily manipulating everyone else around. Why? Because they're also in a state of fight or flight. They're also in a state of fight or flight. At this point in time, they don't fully understand or know what's going on. It's a lot easier to manipulate other people when they don't fully have all the details at their availability. Her grief as an adult it's not an excuse to hurt people. However, It is easy to go ahead and understand why it's happening, though, right? I.e., when you're at your most vulnerable position, right? Emotionally speaking, your highs or your lows, people like to insert themselves at those points in times to try and get you to do their bidding. And that's the unfortunate news. And that's the unfortunate aspect as to why, like, I'm saying this. This council is messed up. The council has tried to manipulate their way in every way, shape, and or form. They have manipulated people to do evil things. Does that make those people that are doing these things evil? No, but it means that they have done extremely messed up things. So that's why we got to humanize them just a little bit, right? Just enough to go ahead and be like, everyone's out thinking that they're doing what's best for them, but ultimately it's hurting so many other people. They're completely understandable for her situation. Right. Get Jinx. I love you already. You're incredible. You're incredible. You come in here and you're like, you're dropping facts. You're dropping facts. This is so good, though. This is why I love studying the psychology of these characters, because we're seeing them literally prop themselves up into a position of power. Like Ambessa is doing here, right? Literally commanding center stage, because it's a lot easier for her to go ahead and put herself in this position than it is for anybody else to do this. That's wild.
You must declare
martial
law. Appoint a general to lead.
Get Jinx, 6 months for the sub, you go.
Someone who will not pale when faced with Zorn's.
Watch. I don't even gotta. This is not a prediction. I'm not five-heading this. Watch. She's gonna go ahead and pick Kate more than likely to go ahead and go against Zorn's degeneracy because she's easy to manipulate. Watch. Mark my words. If it doesn't come true, I'll shut the fuck up from now on. But she's more than likely gonna pick Kate because she's easy to manipulate right here, right now.
Degeneracy.
Oh, Cabby's card. Thanks so much for gifting us
never
up.
wavers. A pillar of your community, whose house has always stood for progress, who may consider my experience and my entire detachment of Noxian soldiers at their disposal. Until all our families are safe. Of course, I could only be referring to Caitlin.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Because she's easy to manipulate. Hence why Ambessa picked her. This is all Psych Games 101. This is all Psych Games 101. That's exactly what it is. This is all Psych Games 101. Let's go! I was telling you guys this. Right? And that's how she manipulated her. She made her feel special. She makes her feel empowered. She's justifying her anger. And now she's putting her in a position where you can take care of Noxian soldiers. But in reality, guess what? Ambessa gets to go ahead and make the rules. That's exactly it. That's exactly what's happening here. But now this is where it gets scary, because all of a sudden we have an individual. We have an individual that's coming through, right? And already is willing to shoot kids, is already willing to gas the Undercity, is already willing to go, literally do a gut punch and break off all of her relationships to get revenge. You are speaking truth, prophet. It's Hextech. It's all Hextech, Strawberry, and Get Jinx. I got Hextech in my blood. It's giving me future visions. That's my power. But realistically, when we're looking at something like this, we're looking at a circle of power and control. And I'm about to bring this up, and yes, some people might get mad because they're like, oh my God, Ed, you talk too much. 100% I do. As a psychologist, this is what we look at. As a psychologist, we look at instances of power and control. What are they doing, right? What are they doing? If a person even matches one of these things, guess what? A psychologist, a good therapist is going to look at this and say, hey, there's an imbalance of power and control in your life, in this relationship. It might be bad. Let's try and talk about it. What has happened? Let's talk about just Kate for a second. What has happened, right? In Kate doing? Has she made threats of physical or any type of violence? Yes, she has made threats. Has she threatened to leave, self-harm, or report someone to the police? Yes. Has she done illegal things? Yes. Has she threatened to expose someone to some type of contaminant, their immigration status, or private information? Yes. Has she minimized, denied, or blamed, minimizing the impact of abuse, not taking certain things seriously, saying that gaslighting, saying that things didn't happen, blaming alcohol abuse, saying that the victim caused the abuse, i.e. you're an animal, Vi. You're an animal, Vi. Let's be honest. Yes! Using intimidation. Has she tried to make someone, so on and so forth, right? So on and so forth. As we're going through, you guys can pick and choose any of the characters and apply this into, and know that they have little to no power and control. And as we're going through for this wheel and all together, Kate, they have also used this against Kate. They have also highlighted this against Kate, making her easier to manipulate. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Gaslighting, definitely. Oh, all of these are seen more as a second season. That's wild. Get Jinx. I love Arcane. Like, I love Arcane because it's really just deep interpersonal psychology. And ultimately, that's what this is highlighting, is the interpersonal nature of why sometimes, I hate to put it this way, us as humans try to like up us one another, right? We always fall into weird habits of trying to manipulate one another. And that's a little rough.
Caraman.
Oh. I'm your biggest fan, Get Jinxed. This is a sick show. Woo! Oh, look at that. Look at that. And they're now putting her in a position of power. Woo! Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. No, wait. No. Wait a minute. If they do this, cult activities, isn't this just gonna elevate? Hold on. I know. Isn't this just gonna, if Jinx was already here, wrong marker. If Jinx was already here thinking, oh, you know what, I'm justified. I'm justified in what I'm doing. Doesn't this just skyrocket her all the way up? And therefore, she is chosen by the people to go ahead and get her righteous, like, justice, right? That's not a queen, that's an oppressor. Yes, Kitty! Yes! That's no longer just a queen. She's the next dictator. And it's just escalating everything up. Because all of a sudden, hey, whenever you're talking about going against Piltover, you're not just going against Mel's mom. You're gonna be going, quite literally, against Kate. So Vi is gonna have to go against Kate. In that same, oh, wow. This is gonna be fucked up. This season, sorry, I don't mean to curse. This season is gonna be wild. Oh my God, and this is how we're gonna end this? Oh. Yes, I'm trying to stand up. Dude, I know we've been touching on so many different theorems and so many different regulations. It's a military coup in broad daylight, and they're all okay with it. Whew. Yeah, they're changing Jinx from a terrorist to a revolutionary as well. Oh. Whew. No! And they're joining in! No! And they're joining in! Ah! People are so easy to manipulate. People are so easy to manipulate. Like mob mentality, the cunning of the fox and ferocity of a wolf. 100%. 100%. Just the practical manipulation in political theater, like political tactics being used. Wow. Woo. Oh, based. He gets a fucking Morocco spin from that. Based. Let's go. My man sees this and he's like, yeah, no, I'm out. Drunk guy rules. Oh, 100%. 100%. Absolute unit. Based, ladies and gentlemen. Based. What would happen if you were the only one not doing it? Hence why he chose to go ahead and step away, right? Rather than be notified. From henceforth, you are Darth Kate.
Your mother will have just...
No! You brought up the mom! The way, the easy manipulation like a snake slithering into her ear, using her mother against her. Dude, she pulled a mom card. You know it's bad when they pull a mom card, brother. You know it's bad when they pull a mom. This manipulation's insane. This manipulation is insane. The Dracula cloak, too.
I swear it.
Oh, what is the future arc's gonna bring? Oh, that looks badass, though. I'm not gonna lie. That looks amazing. Woo. Look at her. She's all proud. Yes. Yes. Do it. Clench your hands. Take control. Do it. Oh, oh, this is beautiful. Like, you know, manipulation tactics that she managed to go ahead and use. The foot in the door technique to get closer, right? And then literally just swinging that door wide open with everything. Wow. No. No, that's not where it ends. No. Okay, good. Whew, that had me scared there for a second. You good, bud? Bro's still farming. Our jungle's only farming. Wow. So seeing somebody do a gesture like this, is he looking at a loved one, a wife or something? Like, because usually I know my grandpa had one from previous wars, where he would open up and he had a picture of grandma, you know, in it. So does he have somebody that he cares about? The daughter? What are we talking about here, right? And if so, is he doing all of these experiments for a reason? I don't know anything about League, by the way. I really want to get into League, and I really want someone to teach me about League. So if you're one of the 1,500, however many people are in here, I don't know how many people are in here, 1,700 people in here, and you guys want to teach me League, please, someone teach me League. But in a situation like this, does this come from a scenario where he's doing these experiments or whatever he's doing to try and bring someone back or try and get into an aspect? I do have a Discord, Get Jinx. Here, let me go ahead and type it in there. There you go. Feel free to join the Discord, please. We're doing this every Sunday. It's Arcane Sunday, deep analysis. We've gone through all 3 episodes today, over 6 hours worth of psychoanalysis. Please do get jinxed. Please do. This is absolutely incredible. Everyone's invited, by the way. Please join. Feel free to go ahead and join. This is a blast, but my God, where's this going into? Where's this going into? Whoa, 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 whoa. Go sleep. Thanks so much for the follow. Is that it? No! 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 That can't be it. No! No, that went way too quickly. That went way too quickly. That was like a 5-minute episode. All of these episodes, man, I feel like we get too ingrained in them. Next episode, we get way too ingrained in them, and then boom, it's done and over with. Wow. Wow. Guys, what would you guys rate this episode out of 10? What would you guys rate this episode and this arc? Because this was a full-on arc, right? 10 out of 10. The easy score for me. This got me so invested that like sometimes I was fucking quiet, right? And if it can get me quiet, and you guys know if a show gets me quiet, it's good. Like it has me like layered out there. Easy 10 out of 10. in terms of like the way it's told its story. It's amped it up. Now there's all these qualifications. We're seeing some good characters start flipping. Wonderful. The Mbessa part at the end was absolutely amazing. They're keeping it on par with season 1. I'm very happy so far. Episode 10 out of 10. The arc 9 out of 10. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, regardless, it's still really, really good. 10 is not high enough. Overall, though, I want to highlight this to you guys. I love the deep analysis that like, you know, some of the analysis and the aspects that we're doing. I'm glad that we're doing this live, so there's no ability for people to go and say, oh, well, you waited a week or a month or to watch all. None of that. We literally went right through with it because we needed to go ahead and go through with this. Oh no, that was just the logo. Wow. 9 out of 10 for the first Dark season easily. I hope you're here every Sunday for the Arcane Sundays, because this is what it's about. It's about building a community that loves to go in deep and talk about these characters in a deep manner. So if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little graph here, right? Overall, what we have, I keep getting the wrong marker. I'm going to use blue and red. Are you guys ready for this? What we have is, this is Jinx, right? We have her Mensa circle. We have all the different aspects. And then on this side, I'm going to use this for Vi. We have this for Vi. This is brought from Brenner's ecological theories, right? So whenever we're looking at the situation right here, we're looking at the interlap that's happening in between them, where each one has their circles of applicability, right? Where, hey, you know what? They connect in certain levels, but they're trying to disconnect altogether. They're not trying to be together or match any of these levels. But can that truly happen when, like, you know everyone that they know? Can that truly happen when her actions have a direct repercussion on your actions and vice versa, right? Can this truly happen either way, right? Either with Vi going this way or with Jinx going that way? That's my question for you. Can you truly make an action without this impacting others? This stream was not expecting I would actually sit through the entire thing. I loved it. Let's go, Toy Machine. I'm glad you liked it. I really, really enjoy all of your guys' company. If you guys are lurking, watching, welcome on in. I appreciate you guys coming on through. We have a Discord. We have everything in there, but we talk deeply about all these characters. What I'm referencing in here is brought from Brenner's ecological theory, which is this right here. Hold on. This is the graph that I'm referencing in here. You put any character in here and you build out and you come back in and you're able to understand that every action impacts another character, regardless of how much you're trying to cut that action off, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like the conversation that we had, make sure to go ahead and follow, sub, that whole ordeal. It means the world. We're trying to make sure that Arcane Sundays are hyped, ladies and gentlemen. They're the best that they can be. That's the main regard. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. Wow, when we're looking at this, I'm amazed because I'm thinking, will Vi go back to Jinx? Will Vi, especially now that Jinx has said, hey, do you know what, things were supposed to end this way? Will Vi go back to Jinx at some point or no? Is that automatically, especially seeing how Kate is becoming, is that something that is no longer in the picture? There's so many interesting aspects, man. There's so many interesting aspects as to how this can play out and why this can play out in certain ways, right? So this is more advanced than MBTI. Yeah, so the Myers-Briggs, personality test is, I don't know how else to put it. It's unvalidated by most psychologists. Most psychologists do not use MBTI for anything, right? We actually tend to, because your personality can change from trauma, from 1,001 things. And that's the main area of importance with that. At the end of the day, what is important is to understand where you are, what your past is, how that affects you currently, any triggers or any situations that might be affecting you currently. Hence why a lot of psychologists stay away from it altogether. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fantastic episodes, fantastic arc. I loved every single second of it, and I loved how deep this is going, especially into the deeper manipulation tactics. It seems like Vi will always stay within Jinx's grasp from looking at the poster. Was it the poster? Didn't it show it backwards? Where Goribs, thanks so much for the follow. Also, Clint and Ghost Levi, appreciate all the follows. You guys are amazing. We're 5 away from 1,700, guys. We're 5 people away from 6,500. My bad. We're 5 people away from 6,500 followers. Do it. Who's gonna be the 6,500 follower, ladies and gentlemen? That's nice. Hell yeah, let's go. There was a backwards one for season 1 with Powder in Jinx's arm, right, and vice versa. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Overall, I am beyond hyped to see where they're going to take it. If this was a setup arc, then whatever's coming for Arc 2, I think we're about to see, if we already thought that things were messed up, Arc 2 is going to highlight that things are way beyond messed up. That things are really going to go ahead and explode from that into an area that I don't think we're comfortable and or ready for yet, right? Oh, there's 1,700 of us. You should follow now. Yeah, if you want to try and learn League, I would love to help. Yeah, join the Discord, Toy Machine. I would appreciate it. Because that's where I reach out to people to try and form a game, especially if I'm available. I try and jump in there. I'm an ENTP, and that will not change. Keep yourself hydrated, get some water. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please make sure to join the Discord. Leave a follow if you guys like some of the deep psychology, especially over 6 hours of deep psychology and conversations about Arc 1 of Arcane. Next Sunday, we will be doing Arc 2. If you're watching this on YouTube, come and join us every Sunday, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We will be jumping in and doing the next arc, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are the absolute best. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay. Hope you guys absolutely loved it. YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe that horror deal, and share it. It means the world.